What's up, guys? Well, I've got that new video card coming some point today, so I figured I would do some benchmarks on the 1080 Ti real quick before I put it in the TV computer. So I'm just kind of letting the computer idle and whatnot to get a good idle temp reading, and then I'll start running a few benchmarks. Ugh. Let's see, so far what do we got? All the way down to the bottom here. So that's what we're idling at right now. The computer's been on for like 15-20 minutes or so before I started the video. So alright, we'll start by running some 3D Mark first. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and make you guys watch the whole thing, but I'll probably just run one of each, honestly. We'll do a Firestrike, Extreme, Ultra, and a Time Spy. And then we'll also do a Superposition. I think that'll do good enough for the GPU. So, alright. Let's run some Firestrike. So here's what it got in Firestrike. Graphics score of 30,000. That's all that really matters here. Nothing else is changing. So 30,058, 146.75, and 121.38 for the second one. And not that it matters, but physics score 21,962 at 69 FPS, and a combined score of 7,620 at 35.44. Alright, let's move on to the next one. This is what it got in Firestrike Extreme. 15,312, 81.24, and 56.40. So, on to the next one. So, this is what it got for Firestrike Ultra. For graphics, we got 7,675. And then the other two are 43 frames at 27.13. Then there's the rest of the scores. Alright, let's move on to Time Spy. This is the Time Spy score it got. 10,738, 68.35, and 62.88. And alright, let's move on to Superposition. Let's see what it gets there. So in Superposition, I guess we'll just do 3 tests real quick. We'll do a 4K optimized, an 8K optimized, and a 1080p Extreme, which I believe is harder to run than either of the other two. So let's get started. Just in case anybody's wondering, the benchmark did start. I don't know why, but it just gives me a red screen on this thing when it loads like that for some reason. Not every time either. It's very random. Anyway, we'll let this 4K optimized benchmark run, and we'll see what the results are when it's done. So this is the 4K optimized results. We got a minimum of 60.8, an average of 76.84, a max of 99.94, and I guess we got up to a maximum temp of 55 in that run. Alright, let's move on to the next one. 8K optimized. Here's what it got for 8K optimized. We got minimum 29.31, average of 34, and a max of 41.19. And we went 1 degree hotter in that test. Alright, and on to the hardest to run one, in my opinion, the 1080p Extreme. Well, I stand corrected. The 8K actually was the hardest one to run. This one got much better frames. Makes sense though, I guess. So anyway, what we got was 37.5, 46.44, and 53.76. So, now real quickly, let's just check out what temps it got up to. So it maxed out at 56 degrees. Not bad at all. And it used a maximum of 387 watts. So that's pretty impressive that a little 120 millimeter all-in-one can keep that thing at under 60 degrees while almost pulling 400 watts of heat off of it. Anyway, though, that's about all I can do until I get the card. I'm pretty much just sitting here waiting, kind of making this video, trying to take my mind off of when it's gonna get here, because I want my new video card now. But anyway, I will start the unboxing process in a little bit with the magic of video editing. You guys don't have to wait. It's just gonna be the next clip here as soon as the box shows up. Alright, well, the GPU just got here, so let's open it on up. And if you're wondering why I'm unboxing this in a bathroom, well, that's because this is the best place with the best light. Alright. Sweet. Oh, man, that thing's heavy. Be gone, giant box. Alright, and there it is. The 2080, or RTX 2080 EVGA for the Win 3 Ultra. For a second I thought this was dented, but that's the way it's supposed to be. But alright, I'm gonna get this box opened up and we'll check out what's in it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Interesting. So that's where they put all the foam stuff. Oof. Wow. This thing weighs like probably about as much as Jupiter. Okay. Another quick little jump cut. This is why I really need to get another, whatchamacallit, stand for my phone. I had one, but unfortunately it already broke, but that's what I get for buying it off Wish for like $1. I'm just gonna go buy a $30, $40 one off of Amazon. I just figured I'd give it a try, you know? Well, here it is in all of its glory. Oh, that's kind of cool. Got an RGB and a fan header there. And then there's the back plate. Alright. And then it comes with something in here. I don't know what's in here. Probably just some like random stuff, like a 6-pin or 8-pin connector thing. Anyway, I also bought this along with it. This is a 2-slot bracket for it because I'm not actually installing it the normal way. This thing's way too big and heavy. I did not want to install it like a normal GPU, so I'm going to install it vertically. I have the cable mod thing, and I knew for a fact it only supported 2-slot brackets, so this wouldn't have worked, but now it will. Or should. Well, I guess I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Anyway, let's get this installed. Well, unfortunately, it was even with the 2-slot bracket, it would not fit in the vertical. But at least it's not sagging too bad. I can see a little sag, but not too bad. I'll just get one of those little PCI brackets that come in from like under here and like support it a little more maybe. It's gonna stay really cold though with these things all unhindered though. That vertical mount got in their way a little bit. Anyway though, let's finish putting this back together and see if everything works. Hopefully I didn't break anything. Well, we got it installed. Looks absolutely great in there. I tried plugging my the RGB cord from my water block into the video card just to see if I could get it to, if maybe it was just the plug that I put it on, but it doesn't seem to work yet. Probably gotta do something with it. But I do have these installed again, so I've got my 2 fans in the back like I like, so that's at least nice. Sucks that things don't go the way planned, but that does happen with computers. You can plan and plan and plan, and you can only plan so much without the stuff in hand. Anyway though, I'm gonna install drivers and whatnot, and then we can see how it stacks up to the 1080 Ti. So here's what it got, bone stock. I haven't overclocked the GPU or anything. I'm just letting it do its thing. Got 35,347, 74,000.5, and 37,059. And our total score is 24,121. Alright, well, on to the next test. Alright, well, this is what it got in extreme. 16,894, 91.89, and 61.18. Alright, on to the next test. So here's what we get for Ultra. Not bad at all. But alright, let's move on to the last test of 3D Mark. This is what it got for Time Spy. Very good scores. Alright, now we'll move on to the Superposition benchmark. So here we are with the results for the 4K optimized. Alright, now let's move on to 8K optimized. Here are the results for the 8K optimized. And then we'll move on to the last test. Alright, and this is the last test. This is what score it got. But anyway, it is an absolutely amazingly good GPU. It's a very, very expensive GPU, but if you can afford it, go for it. It's great. Haven't really tried out any ray tracing or DLS stuff yet because I wasn't really that interested in it. I mainly bought this card for its raw performance, and it delivers. And I'll definitely do another video overclocking this thing, because that's the whole point of that. Don't get something like this if you're not going to overclock it. It just kind of defeats the purpose. You're much better off with one of the cheaper models. Anyway, though, till the next video, peace out, guys. Almost forgot. Here's the temperatures that the GPU reached during all the tests, from the idle and the max load. And then it even gives you an average. And also there's the how much watts it drew. But glad I remembered that before I closed it. That was an important piece of data. Alright, for real this time. Peace out.